Good morning, students. In the previous class, I have given a PDF which contains the presentation of data. Now, there are two types, which is the tabulation form and diagrammatic presentation. Now, tabular form, which I have already explained in the previous classes, which are the frequency distribution, how to tabulate a frequency distribution, how to tabulate a group frequency distribution. Okay, today I will explain the diagrammatic representation of data. Now, there are two types of diagrammatic representation. One is geometric form, which only applied for the non-frequency data. Now, for non-frequency data, there are only number of observation will given and the corresponding values which we will find. Okay. Now, the geometric forms have two types. One is bar diagram and one is pie diagram. Now, bar diagram means bar diagram. So, when some data is given which are non-frequency data, let's set an example. One is, there are 10 observation is given and the corresponding 10 data are 24, 30, 20, 25, 15, 17, 20, 21, 10, and let's say 5. Okay, so this 10 observation is given and the corresponding data are this. So how to set the bar diagram corresponding to this non-frequency distribution? So we will set the two direction. One direction is represents the category. So if you set this is the observant 1, this is observant 2, this is observant 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the 10 observant. Okay, so there will be two direction. One direction represents the observant. This is also can say the category. Okay, category 1, category 2. Category 1 have values 24 in this type. So category or observant. Okay, now, and the second direction represents the value corresponding to this category. Okay, so we will set a unit distribution. Okay, now as the maximum value is 30, so we will set the 30 unit distribution. We will set 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. Okay, so this height represents the value of the given observant. Okay, so this direction represents the values. Now, and in this side we will form the two total 10 rectangular figure. Okay, every figure will have the same length. Okay, and the height of this rectangular figure represents the data. Okay, so there are 10 observant, we will get 10 same length rectangular form. Okay, now first observant, if we set the category 1, so category 1 have the value 24, so this will be the 24th. Okay, so the height of this rectangular part will be up to this part 24. Okay, now second category have value 30. So the second category is corresponding, the second rectangle corresponding to the category 2 will have the height up to this time. Okay, and third category have 20, which the distance is, the height of this rectangular will be up to this part. Okay, in this way we will get the next 7 or 6 rectangular form. So this is the bar diagram. Okay, and next will be 25, which will have the height up to this. Okay, in this way we will get the another 6 observance rectangle. Okay, so in this way we will represent the data by bar diagram. So this is bar diagram. The next is pie diagram. Now what is pie diagram? Is represented by a circle. Okay, pie diagram is represented by a circle whose total angle will be in the center will be 360 degree. Okay, now this 360 degree will contain the total values of the variable. Okay, every values will form an angle which we will calculate by a certain method. Okay, as if we consider a set of example, let's say there are 5 observant, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or category which have the values, let's say 5, 10, 15, 10, 5. I have taken these values as the calculation of these values will be easy, so you will understand it very easily. The data will be, for exam the data may be varies. Okay, now the total values of the variable is 15, 30, 25 and 45. So total values is 45. Okay, now if we set by a table form, the observant is 5 and data corresponding values x is 5, 10, 15, 10, 5. Okay, so we have to calculate the angle corresponding to these values. We will take the form. Okay, so the total value is 45. Now percentage of value, we can take the percentage of value, or we will multiply the every values by the certain angle. Okay, first it is more sufficient to calculate the percentage of value. Each values, what is the percentage of each values contained from the given total sum of values. Okay, so percentage of value, first percentage of value. What is the percentage of value? The total value is 45, so percentage will be 5 by 45 into 100. Okay, what will be the value? Let's see, 100 by 9. Okay, now to make it easy, I add different part. Let's say this part is 20. Okay, 20, 10. Okay, this part is 20, so total value will be 50. To calculate it very sufficiently or easily, so 50, this will be 2, so this total value will be 10, right? So this percentage is 10%. Now this value takes the values 10 by 50 into 100, which is 20%. This value takes the percentage 20 by 50 into 100, which is 40%. This is 10 by 50 into 100 equals to 20%, and this will be 5 by 50 into 100 equals to 10%. This percentage must, the sum of this percentage must be 100%. Okay, now we have to calculate the angle at the center takes by the values, is values. Okay, what will be the angle at the center will be is values. Okay, now for this, to find this angle, we will multiply each percentage by a certain number, which is 3.6. Okay, 10% into 3.6. 3.6 is calculated as that 50 takes the total number. Okay, as 360s, each percentage is 1% is 3.6. So we will make this percentage, multiple these values, this percentage by 3.6. Okay, as the each percentage of the angle is 3.6. Okay, so 3.6 into 10, 36 degree. Now 20 into 3.6, which will be 72 degree. 40 into 3.6, which will be so 10, 36, 72, 108 degree. Okay, 20 into 36, 3.6, which will be 72 degree, and for 10%, which we already calculated, which is 36 degree. Okay, so now we will put these degrees in the certain figure, which is a circle. This will be the pie diagram for the given data. Okay, now this is the center, this is total 360 degree. If we make a fixed line, which is this, so the angle is total 360 degree. Now we will first take the angle, which is 36 degree. So if you say this is the 36 degree, this is 36 degree. Now this will be not 36 degree, this is 36 degree. Let's say, assume this is 36 degree. So this total area represents the total values of the first observant or first category. So this is the first category and has the angle 36 degree. Okay, second takes 72 degree. Okay, 36 degree, this is 36. This will be 72 degree. Okay, this will be, this area is represents the total area of the total values of the second category, which is 10. Okay, in similar ways, the third is 108 degree. Now 108 degree up to this part. So this is 36 degree from this, and this is 70 degree. Taking this is fixed line. Now taking this is fixed line, the 108 degree will be, let's say this. Okay, so this will be 108 degree, and this total area is represented by in the values of the third category, and lastly the fourth category has the 72 degree. So this is 72 degree, and lastly this is 36 degree. Okay, so to draw a pie diagram of a given data, first we have to calculate the total number of percentage of the data is given and multiply it by 3.6. We will get the degree or angle which will be make at the center by the values. Okay, so this is the pie diagram. Okay.